What was that?
Nothing.
Fucking guy. What's going on, friends? What's up, gamers? And welcome to DRULcast 173. Hopefully everybody had a wonderful New Year's, even though that was 2 weeks ago.
Stupid.
I just hate, man. I'm feeling fucking good. Feeling so good. As you can hear, Jack is there. Hi, I'm Oz. And,
hello.
What's up?
Nothing. What's up with you?
Not much, man. Just hanging out.
I don't know why we ask what's up, because it's always nothing. Like,
yeah,
it's always our response.
It's always nothing, and then we talk about what we played. So that's what's up.
I guess, but I mean, it's just funny, you know.
Oh shit. No. So right before I started recording, I had made a mention that. So I'm on Steam, right? And you know how they do the holiday. What?
I would have never guessed.
Oh yeah. Never would you have known.
Never would have guessed that.
So I'm not gonna mention games because it's a lot of games nowadays, right? So and I'm like, dude, like I held back. I'm like, let me not talk about this. I want to record it. So a lot of the games, like their trailers are just so shitty. So shitty. So in order to get the cards, and I mean I understand why they do it, right? Like the next in queue in order to get your Steam trading cards or whatever.
Yeah, so you're talking about during Steam sales now, the last 2 or 3. You can browse a recommended queue, that Steam thinks you will like, and then after you go through 13 or whatever it is, 15 games, they give you a trading card for that sale period of time thing. Is what you're talking about, right?
That's what I'm referring to. Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, some of the games I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. So and the video automatically plays. So I'm just like, this is cool, and I sit, I watch it for a little bit, and then I just hit next in queue, or if I'm interested, I add it to my wish list. Not interested, whatever, I play along, man. I play Steam's meta, So
okay.
So then, like some of the trailers, like this game looks so good, but the trailer has nothing to do with your game, It's like, here's this and a wonderful journey, and then you do this, and I'm like,
so that does have something to do with the game.
But it's gameplay. Like, it's not gameplay, exactly. Like all I want to see is what your gameplay is. Dude, here, perfect trailer. Right?
You get in, they're showing you the movie trailer.
Exactly.
They're not showing you the gameplay trailer.
Exactly. But even the movie trailer, a movie trailer spoils a lot. So I don't know.
Movie trailers do, but I mean that's because it is the movie. You know what I mean? You have to put the movie in. Yeah,
that's true.
But for a game, I'm just saying, like, same idea though. It's like they show you it. They kind of like lead you through the high points of it or whatever. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Movie trailer is versus gameplay trailer. It's like more, oh, you can do this and that and that. It's not so much what's actually happening. It's more what could happen or what it could be. Not necessarily what it is. That's the difference between gameplay trailer and what I call a movie trailer.
But I mean, I guess they're trying to do a movie trailer, but for a game, and it just doesn't work.
Right. I usually just immediately skip those because I don't want to see it. Yeah.
But when the game looks interesting and you want to see it, I'm like, oh, this looks good. And dude, that's not even the fucking major problem. So this one game in particular, I click on one video, and I'm like, oh, this looks cool, and I skip ahead. Just to see the gameplay, and nothing. The video's over. So I'm like, all right. And then you look on the bottom, and there's like fucking 30 videos. I'm like, what? Click on the other one, same exact shit. Click on another one, same exact shit. You go all the way to the last one, and there's like 3 seconds of gameplay. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not buying you. Thanks for wasting my time.
I wouldn't have gone past the first one.
I just hit like, not next. Interested.
Yeah. I don't hit not interested. I said next.
You just skip it. Yeah.
I said next.
Next. But yeah, no, that's my little thing on game trailers. Just not happy. So, I think it was a few weeks ago we talked about. You enlightened us, I guess.
Okay.
In the world of genital jousting.
Yeah, you gotta joust your genitals, bro.
We played that.
You and I did, yeah.
Yeah. I don't really feel the need to really talk about what happened.
Why? We jousted each other.
It got
You kept tickling me, bro. You're the instigator. So there's a staging area, like a lobby, And in the yeah, exactly. And in the lobby, you have to like insert yourself into a machine. I don't know what kind of machine you want to call it. Yeah, it's kind of like a computer, but on the bottom there's boxes that like an empty box. You have to insert yourself, and it's like, hey, I'm ready to play.
Insert joke.
Yeah, and as soon as I think two people, you need 3 people to play, but as soon as 2 go in, hop in, then it starts the countdown, right? So Oz and I are in the lobby, and we're waiting for another person to join so we actually play the game. And I'm just sitting there, like, I'm doing other things, like I'm on my phone or whatever. I look up, and there's Oz, like, right behind me, like, moving the tip of his penis.
My peen.
All in my butt. He's just doing it, and I'm like, stop that. I do a little check. I'm like, stop that. Stop tickling me. And then he, like, goes around in circles and comes back and does it again.
So here's what you're missing out on, man. This game, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. You're a fucking dick. You're sliding around and you're leaving a fucking slime trail. And I'm like, oh my god. Like, as soon as I let it, I'm like, this is fucking great. So then...
See, I told you, like, remember when I was talking about it, I'm like, as you play,
of course I was gonna like you.
The more things you see, though, you're just like, oh my god, they really did do that. You know, like, this is really happening right now.
Well, so that moment, I can't believe they really did that, happened like literally as soon as I saw you in the game. It happened, right? I'm like, I'm gonna penetrate you, right?
You're gonna try to. So you can't
try to penetrate.
In the lobby. You can't penetrate. In the lobby. Yeah.
But so I'm gonna try, but here's the thing that they added on this fucking game that just fucking had me dying. When you get close, to someone, your balls just fucking spread open.
Yeah.
So they're clenched. They're like closed.
Yeah.
You know?
They're closed.
And then as soon as somebody gets close to it just opens up. Yeah. And I'm like, what is this? So as soon as I saw that, so here's the problem with this fucking game, right? Well, it's not a problem. It's amazing. It's a great game. You know, if you get it on sale for like $4 or whatever it is, it's fucking
like
worth it.
$3 right now. Yeah.
But here's the thing with this game, right? I'm a child at heart, so I find it fucking hilarious, right? And I love to laugh, man. Nothing beats a good laugh. Nothing beats a good laugh. I played this game with you we penetrated each other, I guess is what I should say, at around
late night penetration.
It was late, man. And late, like, it was
LNP.
Late.
I'm going to call it LNP. Hey, you want LNP?
Yeah. We fucking played late. And so the way my setup is, my wife is next to me sleeping, right? Like, and we're in the same room, and she's next to me sleeping. And, how do you not laugh?
I don't know.
You know? So the entire night, I'm like trying to hold, just giggling in the inside and shit.
Like you was in class back in the day, something funny happened, and you don't want to laugh because the teacher gonna slap you.
She's gonna, I would always be the one getting in trouble. Like, what's so funny? I'm like, nothing. Trying to hide it and shit, you know? So, instantly, I was like, oh my god, like, this is too funny. And I kept looking, like, I'm penetrating, and I kept looking inside, like, oh my god, I hope she doesn't wake up. And then there's, like, the stupid mini games and shit. What is it, party mode?
Yeah, party mode.
And you're playing those, and I'm like, oh my god, like, you gotta fucking eat with your butt.
Yeah.
But it's a dick. And I'm like, oh my god, this is so stupid.
Yeah, so there's a party game. It's called, like, eat as much as you can or something like that. And I don't know if it's a hot dog or if it's poop or what.
It looks like a piece of shit.
Yeah, it kind of does. So you back up to it, and then you start, like, your dick starts swallowing it.
From the back.
Yeah, but the best part about it is that if I get 75%, somebody else can come and share the last 25% with me.
We can what's it called? Lady and the Tramp with fucking peen.
Yeah. And then it's a whole interesting mode.
Oh my god.
Then there's wrestling and cactus run.
So funny. Dude, there was at one point, like, me and you intertwined our fucking peens. We were so large. I can't talk about this game, man. I'm such a child. We intertwined our peens, and then we fucking inserted each other like a fucking pretzel, my dude.
What, in wrestling or what?
Yeah, it was in wrestling.
Yeah.
We fucking
I keep
looped
forgetting
each other.
who was who, so I don't Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kept
I
forgetting
don't care
who's
who's who, man. There's just a peeing on the screen, and I'm just laughing.
Yeah, and then one time in wrestling, like I was like winning, and then something happened. I just stopped focusing, and I like went out of the ring, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, I just went out. I didn't realize I did that. You know what I mean? Like I was.
Oh my god!
Like I got tired of focusing on it, and I just. Yeah.
This fucking game, dude. Like, for the sake of introducing the game to a friend, it's worth whatever price they have it up for. Like, I
think the normal price is $5 or something, isn't it? It's not expensive.
Even if it's not on sale, just get it at $5. But like, it is.
Yeah, I think it's $5.
Fucking hilarious. If you guys have the mindset of children, which, let's be honest, everybody loves a peen joke, you know. And it's one thing talking about it; it's another thing fucking seeing it, you know. Because when we talked about it, when you introduced it, I was like, oh my god, like okay, that's funny. Well, it's one thing watching it, and it's one thing playing it. When you said
you had seen it, you were like, oh, I saw that.
I saw it before, yeah.
And I was like, how did you not tell me what do you know about this when you first saw it? Like,
I saw it on. It was like a Facebook video. Somebody one of the site, like one whatever media outlet got like a review version of it or something like that, and they were playing it on Facebook Live. But like I told you, like who the fuck remembers Facebook Live? Like I see something on Facebook Live and I'm just scrolling on through. You know?
I think I remember that.
I saw it. Well, no, I remembered it obviously because we're talking about it. But I just like at the moment I'm like I'm not even gonna share this with anyone. Like I don't really care. It's just Facebook Live, and then I just moved on.
Isn't that cool?
It's hippie shit, man. Facebook.
And you realize it's that cool. You realize it's like
it was amazing. It was so worth it, man. So worth it. I want like peen.
Yeah,
peen. I mean, fuck it. Now that we're on Facebook, I guess we could talk about the Facebook games.
I was just saying, you been playing Farmville?
No, fuck that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those messenger games.
Messenger games, man.
Yeah, for anybody who hasn't played messenger games, it started with like soccer and basketball, I think, right?
It started as like Easter egg games, like
right.
Only those who knew about it could like spread it.
Exactly. And then it was like the soccer one, and it was during like soccer was during World Cup, I think.
It was during the World Cup, yeah.
Yeah, basketball was during March Madness, so it was like times like that. And so soccer game, all you have to do is tap on your screen to keep the soccer ball. It's like juggling the soccer ball.
It was yeah.
And then basketball is like your basic arcade basketball shooter. Shout out to also Nothing But Net, kind of similar.
Nothing But Net. Putting a link on this one too, man. Nothing But Net.
Basic arcade. So if you go to arcade and you play, I think it's called like Hot Shots or something, isn't it? And then the basket, when you make like 3 or 4, and the basket starts to move, and then it'll turn and do stuff. No,
I think it's a lot more than that.
It's 10. And Facebook is 10, but I'm saying in the arcade it could be 4 or 5, and then the basket starts to turn and go side to side and backwards and forwards. Kind of like the same idea with this one. So those were like the first 2.
One?
I want to say there was, yeah.
I remember throwing something through a ring.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe that was Super Bowl.
Yeah, it could have been.
We need to find out.
Yeah, we gotta figure that one out. I don't.
Anyway, so fast forward to the end of the year. It's been about a year, right? I would say maybe. Yeah. Fast forward a year, and now Facebook has there's a ton of games. There's like Pac-Man. And what are we playing right now? What's that one? Is it not Galaga? It's like Galaga though. GalaTron. It's like Galaga.
GalaTron.
They do have Galaga also though. It is on there.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. But
yeah, they do. I did play it.
Yeah. We're and the cool thing about it is. Anytime, so if you're in a group chat, obviously it works best if you're in a group chat. Yeah. It keeps a leaderboard for that group.
The best. So fucking love leaderboards, man.
Yeah, so there's like 5 of us in a group chat. Then it's like if I play the game and whatever score I get, it'll say like, oh, Jack just played GalaTron and scored whatever, and then either it puts me my place in the leaderboard. So if I became first, which I'm not, Oz is first, but if I became first, then it would put me first and be like, oh, he's the top scorer now, stuff like that. So they're pretty cool.
It was like fucking like a surprise, like poof, like all these games just fucking showed up, and it was a bunch. I'm thinking maybe 1 or 2, classics,
right?
Pac-Man, Galaga, shit like that. I don't know where like a bunch just showed up, and I'm like, whoa, there's so many to choose from, and I'm like, this is great, this is great. That's
what happens when I was bored at work, and I was like, oh, let's see, I want to do like basketball with you guys or whatever. And then I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many other games now. I just started doing them, and then you guys kind of took it to and ran with it. So
it's the leaderboards, man. I'm telling you. I mean, just look at Bob.
That guy is always on that game. Yeah,
he's like
I bet you played on the plane like the entire time.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. So GalaTron, I mean, I guess we could just go into GalaTron because that's like the only one that I've really gotten into. I stopped playing just because I got the highest score in the group, and I was like, all right, let me just leave it alone until somebody beats it, and then I'll probably go back. But the thing with GalaTron is that it's interesting. It like keeps... There's a save. I don't know how, I don't know where or how, but there's a save. And the more you play it, the more you level up your little plane. So GalaTron is essentially Ikaruga. I don't know if you ever played like Ikaruga.
I haven't, but I've seen the name.
So it's an old school arcade game. I'm sure you've seen it. Like,
I'm sure I have. I don't think I've ever played it, but like I know the name and things like that.
So it was one of my favorite games. So hard. The achievements on this game, impossible on 360. Oh my god. So Eric introduced me to it, right? Mm-hmm. And so then I was like, oh shit, I gotta download this. Downloaded it, I bought it like next day, started playing it. It's like impossible to get the achievements for this game. They're so fucking difficult. And it's all like score based. But you see the game, GalaTron, like how crazy and hectic it gets. Yeah. Nothing, absolutely nothing compared to Ikaruga. At one point in Ikaruga, you fucking control 2 planes, dude. Like, it is insane. Like, that you're dodging shit, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so crazy. But yeah. So GalaTron is that same feel, but it tracks your progress. And there's like daily challenges and shit that you get, and you level up your weapons, your missiles, and all sorts of other things. So I don't know, it brought me back to Ikaruga, and I was like, oh man, I missed that game so much. So that's why I got pulled in, and I was like, I gotta get the high score, because as soon as I saw Bob got the high score, I was like, no, fuck this, like I can't leave that,
Right.
Not only did I fucking beat his high score, but I fucking demolished it,
Yeah, you did.
So then I was like, all right, I think I sent the message, so I stopped playing. And this is playing, like, I think I played like twice a day for like 3 days in order to like completely beat that score. Mm-hmm. So had I kept going, I'm pretty sure my score would now be ridiculous if I kept up getting my daily challenges and my rewards and shit,
Right.
Because that's how you beef up your play.
Yeah, exactly.
But so much fun, dude. And fucking Facebook, man, they're just taking over.
Right.
They're doing everything right now.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, that was a good one. I forgot about that.
You said you were playing something. I don't remember what it was.
Maybe I wasn't really playing it then.
I can't think of the name.
I mean, what was it for? What was it?
It was on Steam. I seen you play something. I'm like, oh, and you asked me if I played it, and I said no.
Oh yeah, I actually have that on my list. Luke Sidewalker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a really okay. Basically, the premise of the game is this: it's like a little comic in the beginning of each level, and it's like you have a girlfriend or whatever, and she'll be like, "Hey," you'd be like, "What?" And then she'll be like, "What are you doing?" And you'll be like, "Oh, I'm like," this is literally when the comics are like, "Oh, it's Saturday. I'm like high and drunk as hell," or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. And then she's like, my mom coming into town, and she on getting off whatever train. I'm not from New York, so I don't know all the trains. But if you're from New York, you could probably really relate to this. Like, getting off whatever train, and you're like, man, that's like 15 blocks away, and it's Saturday, and it's like some other thing. There's going to be like 1 billion tourists or whatever. And she's like, yeah, but you need to go pick her up. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
So your job, the entire game, is you walking down a sidewalk and avoiding the other people walking down the sidewalk. That's like your entire
That's the whole game?
Yeah. But I mean, they get flooded. Like, there'll be a little bus that pulls up and drops off like 1 billion tourists, and then you have to, oh my gosh. And then it's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. And then you like pick up things along the way to like either speed you up or whatever. You have to cross streets and things like that. It's a whole thing. I played it way longer than I thought I would have. Ended up being like 30 minutes or something. If you step in gum, it slows you down.
Oh, wow.
And then
it's those little details though that it makes it memorable.
Oh, there was a quote. I forget what he said. Oh my gosh,
Sidewalker. Just the name too is kind of like.
Yeah. What was there's a fat guy that walks on the street, and then he's like, "Get out of my way," or something. Like, people will yell at you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I forget what he said. It was something about his like rolls or something though, and I was dying. There's some like funny lines in there too. Then you have the guy selling DVDs. You know, like free DVD or like $3.99. You know, they have the guys on the DVDs, and then there's like bosses. But bosses are kind of silly. Like this one, it's a hot dog vendor, I think, in one of them, and he's like chasing you down the street with this cart.
Yeah.
And he's faster than you are, so you have to hit these. You know how they have like the grates in the sidewalk or whatever. Sometimes they have steam coming out of them, things like that.
Yeah.
Same thing, but in this time though, the steam propels you. Like you get to jump over people and do things. So that's what you want to do. So the guy's chasing you down the street with his like hot dog cart for whatever reason, and then you gotta hit like all the grates in the right order.
He was General Jousting, bro.
Yeah, he was probably trying to slap me with some sausages.
That killed boss.
So you gotta hop down the vents, you know, and they're like staggered or whatever. So you have to like go from the front of the map to like the back of it, and then you gotta like keep hitting them to like make sure you have enough speed to get away from them, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's mildly entertaining.
That's fun.
And it's interesting. Yeah.
I mean, I remember seeing it. It was really simple, but I never knew what it was about.
Yeah, all you need is WASD. I don't think there's any other keys. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, there was a key to say "excuse me" or something. So there was one time. Actually, I think I got stuck. I think that's why I stopped playing it.
You couldn't figure it out.
No, there was like I think it was just a bug or something, or maybe I got to the end of the game. I don't know. I think it's still in development. I don't think it's done.
Yeah.
Because like people will get in your way, and like you have to do tricks to get around them. Mm-hmm. But if you can't get around somebody, or if you're like stuck for whatever reason, you're just frustrated. You can hit, I think it's E, and say like "excuse me," and then they actually move out of the way. But there's this guy who wouldn't move. Like I'm sitting right in front of him, and I say "excuse me," and he doesn't move, and then I move up, and he literally, it's like 1-to-1. Anywhere I move, like he was only moving vertically. You know what I mean? Because I can also move forward and back. So he's only moving on a Y-axis, but I can also move on an X.
Yeah.
So I was like moving on an X and a Y, like trying to get him stuck behind somebody, because there's also a lot of people walking. It just he wouldn't. I couldn't get him. So I think that's what happened. Puzzle. I think that's why I stopped playing.
Complicated puzzle.
Yeah.
Too much for you.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I'll have to load it up in a second and find out.
So a couple weeks ago, we were talking about Sega CD and how like you enjoyed those stories like being told to you, and they were, what was that game? Heavy Rain.
Right, I'm playing Heavy Rain now.
You didn't play it, but you mentioned Heavy Rain. You mentioned another one.
Oh yeah, Detroit. Because we were talking about what we're looking forward to.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Detroit Become Human.
Yeah.
And Indigo Prophecy were the three.
And so, well, nothing to do with any of those. I played Batman, the Telltale series.
Yeah, completely unrelated.
Completely unrelated. However, it made me realize something. Those games, pretty much all Telltale does. So I played like, what was it, the Walking Dead Telltale series, right? And I was talking to a friend a while ago about this, where like there was something about making the decision to do things that I didn't like this game. Like, have you ever played a Telltale game?
I don't think I have.
No. So, it's pretty much all video. Like, you barely do any walking or any like moving of any sorts. Like,
it's more like a point and click adventure, though, right?
Yeah.
Have you played Monkey Island?
No, but I know of it.
Wait, did you get it when it was free?
No.
Oh my gosh. So. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I gotta look. But
all right. Well, anyway, just real quick.
Yeah.
Telltale. I haven't played Telltale or even watched gameplay of a Telltale game. Mm-hmm. But to me, it reminds, like, from what I always hear and what like the screenshots and kind of things I see, it reminds me of point and click adventures. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah,
that's all.
I see that. Yeah, there's a lot of that. The moments, the times where you can move around are point and click situations, basically.
Yeah.
So, but there was something about it I just didn't like it.
Whoa, Batman's rated M?
Is it?
Yeah.
The Telltale one?
Yeah.
Violence,
blood and gore, sexual themes, use of drugs, and language.
I haven't gotten to sex and drugs yet. I mean, there's been if that counts as fucking drugs, that's stupid.
I don't know.
There-
I'm just reading the rating.
I'm not gonna say
right in the
what it
beginning
is,
of the
but
trailer thing.
there's like a dude in a not an alleyway, it's like it's a junkie like park,
Yeah.
and he's just smoking. But I don't think that's drugs or anyways. But yeah, like I said, I was playing the Walking Dead one, the first chapter, and I don't know, there was just something about it. I'm just like, dude, I don't really like this, because when you make a decision, right, on the top corner of the game, it says, this person will remember what you said. And I'm like, okay, good for fucking them. Like, what the fuck do I care? Remember these, and I'll fucking smack you. Like, I don't, So as soon as that started happening, I'm like, I don't know about this game. So then I gave it a little more, and then it was, I don't know, something just didn't click with me with the, and at the time, Dead. Yeah, this is Walking Dead. Okay. At the time, I love The Walking Dead. This is the first season of Walking Dead, or maybe not first season.
Yeah, I remember.
When this game came out, the first episode. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm done. And then Telltale just blew up. They came out with all sorts of different games. I mean, Borderlands, Telltale game. I think Guardians of the Galaxy is getting one soon. Jurassic Park has one. Like, there's a bunch, right? So, sure enough, Batman comes around, and I'm like, it's fucking Batman. Like, I gotta check this out. And it came out in August. Yeah, it came out in August, but the final chapter is finally releasing, or has been released. Yeah. So I'm like, the first one is free, so I'm like, I gotta check this out. Played it. Fucking loved it. So much fun. It's all a movie, though. Like, you're literally... I'm holding my controller, but it's not doing anything. Like, it's just being like a story being told to you, and then at random times it's like when you're about to fight, like it says to swing the analog one way to like dodge, and then swing analog the other way to punch, and you press this button, and then like things are happening and tells you to like hold that button. It's just those little, I don't know what they're called.
That's more QTE, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
QuickTime events.
Yeah, that's what it is, exactly. So there's a bunch of those happening, and that's all the game is. I mean, pretty much that's all the game is. And then there's certain times where you go full on detective mode, like Batman does. And so you walk around the map, very small like area. You just walk around, and like, let's say that like somebody got murdered here or something. So you look around and you investigate certain things, and then like you can make a chain between events. So there's a body on the floor, and then right next to it there's like a puddle of gas. Okay. So on the puddle of gas, and then there's like an outline of a barrel. So you make that connection, and you're like, oh, this person died because the barrel exploded, so this person landed over there. And as you make that connection, like a shadow video plays, and it shows you what happened.
Okay.
Which is fucking really cool. And then let's say you get it wrong, you don't make that connection, and it's like, no, that doesn't make sense. Like, maybe it was something else. And then so like, you figure all that out, and then you're going. And I think I don't know what it was about the Batman one that really got me in, but they make you feel like the bad guy. I mean, you're Bruce Wayne, And I don't want to spoil anything, but basically there were ties made from your family's past that are coming back to basically haunt you. And so you just kind of feel for the character, dude. Like, you're just like, fuck, man, this sucks. And then the media is portraying you one way, but the truth. Like, as the player, you're like, no, this isn't what happened. Like, you're trying to... So it's like, like, what do I do? So you're making those decisions. And I think that's what the problem was with The Walking Dead, is that I didn't connect with the character at all. I'm not saying I'm fucking Bruce Wayne, but I just know more about Bruce Wayne than I do of whoever the lead character in The Walking Dead Telltale game is. But the game's episodes are short. They're about an hour each. Which, once you play them all, I think they're, for the most part, all of the Telltale games, I think, are 5 episodes. So, I mean, dude, you buy one, that's an hour, and I mean, that's not a long time. Like, when you're playing a game, like, that's not a long time.
Are there more things you can do, though? Can you go back and replay it a different way?
You can go back and make different choices, yeah. I don't know how it would affect the story. I would have to go in and take a look.
Right.
You know, but each one, yeah, I don't want to say anything because there's a real big spoiler in the decision that you make on, I believe, the end of the second chapter. Basically, who do you kill, this person or who do you let die, this person or that person?
Cool. Thanks for spoiling that.
It's not a spoiler. It happens.
That is.
It's not.
Is.
It's
That
not.
is spoiler.
I didn't say
spoiler.
who. You don't know who's in it.
I don't know who's in it, but now I know that those two people, who whatever I choose at that point, is so significant that it's gonna make it up for the rest of it. You know?
The entire time you're playing the second chapter, you're not even gonna know who it is. There's so many characters in this fucking thing that you're not gonna know who it is.
Sure. Whole game ruined. Completely ruined.
Whole game. So.
Whole game ruined.
So yeah, man. 1 hour each. I played through 2 of them. I still have 3 more to go. But I'm telling you, dude, it's like the most authentic Batman like feel. Like, yeah, you know, the combat in what is it, the Arkham City, Arkham Knight, all of those games is great. And this, but the story wise, this one is fucking amazing.
Right.
Telltale definitely did a really good job. It makes me anticipate Guardians of the Galaxy just a little bit more.
Cool.
Yeah. That's all I got, man. You got anything else?
Yeah, I picked up during Oculus's winter sale. I picked up The Climb, which is a game that I saw a long time ago. It's by Crytek. And
is that the one you're just climbing the mountain, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit! How's that?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know exactly what I expected from it.
You don't know what to feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the game is in the title, so.
Right. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, oh, this is gonna be really cool, and it's like, it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've only played the demo level, like the training level, and the first level, because all the other levels required me to go to training again, and I'm like, I didn't really want to do that this time. I'm like, I'm good, you know. But it took me about 10 minutes to climb this mountain. Which I think is pretty significant. I thought it'd be a lot shorter, and like you would climb faster and there'd be more mounts, but I think they went the route of less mountains and climbing slower, or like a longer climb.
Yeah.
You know? But still, 10 minutes to climb this mountain I mean, it doesn't sound like a long time, but when you're climbing a mountain,
it's fucking VR.
It's a long time, yeah, and you're in VR, so it's like, it's interesting, man. It's cool. I guess what I thought is there would be more moments of you seeing like the city below you, or whatever's below you or around you,
instead of
the mountain. Yeah. Which I guess it was kind of like a false sense of, you know, reality for me.
What do you expect?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm climbing a mountain, I have to be facing the mountain.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is that if you're holding, so I don't have Oculus touch controllers, but this would probably be a lot more fun with touch controllers, because then you can stand up,
you can,
and move around. And a lot of the game is like, there's parts where I can't quite reach the ledge above me, you know, the little thing, the next thing I need to grab onto.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to like literally move my body up. Like I have to stretch, you know, I have to like stand up or whatever, so my arm would be far enough. So I have to hold on my left hand and like stretch my right one.
Yeah. So
if you had Oculus Touch, you'd already be standing up, and it'd be a little bit cooler, because then I think the movements would feel more natural. Right now, it's like I'm sitting there with my controller, sitting down, and you know, I have like, you use the triggers to like
to
clasp your hands. Yeah. So if I'm holding the left trigger, my left hand is clasped, like it's holding on to something. Then my right trigger clasps the right hand. And that's all you have, to our hands. There's no body. Which is also kind of weird. I kind of want to see my legs or see what they were doing, but they don't exist. It's just 2 floating hands.
Dude,
that you get
upper body strength, man.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm like sitting there, all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I can't reach that, so I have to like stand up out of my chair a little bit, so because it tracks you, so it's like, oh, it knows that, you know, your hands should
being
be
a
higher.
lazy fucking no.
Yeah. So there's that, and you have to jump across some things. There's one part of the first level. Like, the first level has a lot of stuff in it, actually. one part of the first level, you have to jump onto this wood beam that's like sticking out of the mountain, and then the wood beam starts to fall down, you know what I mean? It starts to crack from your weight. So then you have to jump over to another wood beam, and then you have to like jump off of that onto like a ledge, like back on the rock again. So I mean, it's pretty cool. I have a feeling that it's going to get more interesting as time goes on. And then they also have, there's a lot of unlockables.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, you know, you climbed so far. Sorry, go ahead.
What do you get though? Like, what type of unlockable?
So far, I've unlocked wristbands.
Okay, so like gloves and shit.
And gloves. Yeah, that's all I've got so far.
You can't, like, because you said all you see is hands.
All you see are hands. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's like chalk upgrades that make chalk last longer. So basically, if you're holding on with one hand, it like there's a little meter around your wrist that shows how much chalk you have left and how much strength you have left on your hand.
I see.
And if you're holding on with one hand too long, obviously your strength like goes down, and then you start to sweat. So like sweat comes down in the front, like, you know, on your screen or whatever, and it gets cool, like red. It starts to get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but like I said, and then the chalk wears off though after maybe like 10 or 15 different grips. The chalk wears off, and then you have to re-chalk basically. Yeah. So you use the bumpers to re-chalk. So you use right bumper to re-chalk your right hand, and left bumper to re-chalk your left hand. And yeah, maybe an upgrade will let your chalk last longer, or maybe you hit the gym and you get stronger. I don't know. But there's a ton. But so far, I just got bracelets and and gloves.
Fucking gloves.
Yeah.
Funny.
So yeah, I don't know. It's a cool game though.
No, yeah. When I saw it, I was like, oh man, this is interesting. Like, I mean, I don't know what else to expect other than fucking climbing. Like, it is what it is. You know?
Right. Falling is interesting. It's a little scary sometimes.
Oh, yeah?
But, yeah, I fell a few times.
So I have, like crazy fucking like, heights. I don't know what it is. Like, I guess I'm afraid of heights, so...
It's not so, like, you've only done, like, one or two things. Wait, you have, what's it called, though? Gear VR.
Yeah. I played this one game called Swing Star. I think it's called Swing
on the stars.
So your head is like, you're wearing like a hand on your head. It's okay. We played it at PAX. There's a hand on your head, and you're swinging from, like, you got to click to latch on. Like, you look at the sky or whatever. There's like little blocks. You latch on and you swing. You're like Spider-Man. You swing from one block to the other, collecting these little stars and shit. And but you're like up high, like you fucking look down and there's mountains and shit like that. And I'm like, whoa, this is kind of, I mean, but it's cartoony, so
right.
So I don't know how I would feel about the climb, because it's more realistic. Yeah,
it is, but at the same time, I didn't. So have you done any roller coaster games in VR?
No.
Okay, you should find one.
Games?
I'm sure.
I don't know if there are. I mean, I'll take a look.
Well, it's not really a game. It's more of like an experience, roller coaster experience. You know, basically, it's just like being on a roller coaster. Mm-hmm. You haven't done any of those in VR?
No.
Look on Gear VR, see if there's any. Because for those, it's like, I really get the sense that, hey, I'm a few hundred feet in the air. Yeah. You know, but I know I'm sitting down. So it's like a really confusing thing. It's like my you know, eyes are telling my brain that, like, hey, you're really high right now. My brain and like the rest of my body is saying, like, no, you're not. And it's kind of like a weird feeling.
This is why you say no to drugs, kids.
Yeah, exactly. But you do get the sense that, hey, like, I'm actually going up. I'm actually moving, and you get the sense of height. Whereas in the climb, since you're looking at the mountain the entire time, you don't really get the sense of height. Even when I turned around or looked down, I didn't get that like feel. I mean, you get it because you're looking at stuff, but I would say it's equivalent to if I were playing the climb on Xbox and I climbed the mountain and I turned around and I looked around. That's what it kind of feels like. You don't get that VR sense of height. You know what I mean? Yeah. But when you fall fast, and then like your reality kind of gets broken.
That's
and then
when it hits.
That's when you feel like, whoa, I'm actually But it's so fast that you don't get like a roller coaster feeling from it, you know. But you do for a second. You get that feeling like, whoa, I'm actually, you know, I'm falling now, and you get that sense of height when you fall. Yeah. But otherwise, I think you'd be fine with a game like that. It's because you don't really get that sense that, like, hey, I'm actually 500 meters. I don't even know what that is in feet. I think that's what the first mountain I climbed was like 500 meters. Let's see, 500 meters to feet, 1,600 feet. So, I didn't really feel like I was 1,600 feet.
I gotta do some more VR experiences.
Yeah, find a roller coaster one if you can. I'm sure they exist. They have to.
I'm looking. No, I got a little sidetracked. They're doing like sales and whatnot. So I just saw something that I might actually end up getting.
Right. I wasted $5 on a little roller coaster thing when I first got my Rift. Just because I had done it, like a friend had a roller coaster demo when I tried DK1.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got my Rift, I'm like, I need a roller coaster game. And I ended up getting one. I forget which one I got though.
Oh, they're doing movies now. Good for them.
Yeah, I've always wanted to get one too, or like try.
Expensive, man. $15 for The Martian.
Right, but Dread is on sale or was on sale. I don't know if it still is. It's $5 for Dread. Yeah, and that's in 3D. So I picked up that because I liked it anyway. I saw it a few years ago and I liked it. And I was like, you know what, $5. I just want to try this out to see what a movie experience will look like. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But I just wanted to try it out to see, like, moving forward, would I want to say, like, I want this movie in VR type thing? I wanted to answer that question. The answer is not that big of a deal. It'd be because I have a 3D TV anyway, so I could watch 3D.
Oh, you just watch it with the glasses,
right? And I don't know, 3D for me in VR, I don't know if it's my settings or maybe my eyes are bad. It feels a little off in VR. I feel like I get areas that aren't
as 3D.
No, they're 3D. Say there's like a situation, maybe it's like in the center. It seems like the center is kind of like it's not as defined, I guess you could say, as like the extremes of the screen. It's fine when it's normal 2D. It just looks like you're watching the screen.
Yeah.
But when a scene is in 3D, I feel like the center of the screen doesn't really. It has an effect. I could tell the effect's there, but it's just like not as clear or something. I don't. It could just be my eyes. I don't know, or maybe I have it set up wrong. But everything else in VR for me is fine. So it's kind of weird that is the only thing that I have that. I don't know. I'll have to. I think I have Dread in 3D, for like my TV. So I'll have to check it out and compare scenes. To see, like, hey, is it VR? Is it me? Is it, to find out what's going on. But also the other thing I didn't like is that you can only stream the movie. I can't download it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and my problem with 3D or like 360 content and 3D content, say like if you go to Oculus Video, which is a great app, there's tons of videos you can watch.
Bad quality.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'm like, dude, I'm in VR. Like I should have. If my movie takes 25 gigs or 30 gigs, let it take that. I want it. You know what I mean? I want that quality. And
you're paying. You're also
right.
Paying
I bought
premium.
it. Yeah. I bought it. And I'm like, that's another reason I bought it, because there's other things you can, like, if you go to Oculus Video, there's stuff like Facebook 360 video, and there's a lot of other things you can watch that are 360. And I'm watching it. It's just such bad quality. And I'm like, guys, I feel like I'm watching a 480p stream. Like, you know what I mean? Let me download this video, or let me do something different so I can actually enjoy it. Like I can't even enjoy a lot of these videos that are offered there.
Yeah, I saw one and it was pretty bad because definitely because it was
right. And it's not like I have a bad connection. My computer's wired into my router. It's like and it's just like such a low bit rate. It's like, come on, guys, you can't push the technology if you're not pushing technology. You know what I mean? You can't. Yeah. Like, I can't show this to anybody. I can't be like, guys, look at this. Oh,
check
you can turn around and you can see things, but it looks terrible. You can't tell what's going on.
The point of VR is to make it seem
exactly
like as close to real as possible.
Right. So then I bought it. I'm like, this is gonna be cool. I'm gonna download it. It's gonna be like the best quality I can get. And I bought it and had one option: stream. And I was like, "Oh, you guys kidding me? Like, are you really kidding me right now?" But it was better quality than the other, than the web videos. But it's not a 360 video either, so who knows really? But yeah,
I might actually get this. There's a app called Coaster. It's $1.99. But it has 3 unique roller coaster experiences.
That might be
but
the
there's
same
another
one.
one.
I think that's the same one I have, actually.
There's another one that it's free, and it's called Relics, I think.
Oh, no. I have Thrills and Chills roller coasters.
This one's called Relics, and it has, I don't know, I'll check all these out.
Yeah, check one of them out, or if there's a free one, just get a free one. Because you definitely...
I'll check that out.
I think any roller coaster game, you're going to get a real sense of, like, dude, I'm 300 feet in there right now, and I'm going 60 miles an hour.
There's a bunch, man. Star Coaster, $1.
Right.
This one looks like this one won't do anything. It's all no.
Yeah.
Real quick, so the last time we talked about VR, I made a quick mention about Notes on Blindness. I don't know if you remember that.
A little bit, yeah. Sorry, I was taking a drink of water.
Oh, no, it's fine. But I just wanted to point it out. So, notesonblindness.co.uk, there's a fucking movie around this story. So, I didn't know this when I talked about it before, and now I'm like so interested in watching this movie. Basically, it's the story of John Hull, who just goes blind. Like he from one day to the next, he just goes blind. He has a wife, has kids, and he can't see them. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that's just sad, And so he started an audio diary. And I completely forgot to even mention that when I was playing the VR experience, it is like, it's him talking about the experiences as you're experiencing them. So there's like a little audio recording. You hear it, it's like you hear them press play, and it's just like rolling, and you hear it in the background, and it's him talking about how or what he was feeling, and as he's describing it, and as you're looking around and the wind blows and things like that, like that's what he like. Those are that was his audio diary, like his actual audio diary.
Yeah.
And so now that I know that there's like a short film around this VR experience. I mean, it's not really based off of the VR experience, but the VR experience is based off of the movie. So, now I'm interested in watching this. So I just wanted to put that out there. That still, definitely check it out, because that's pretty cool.
Right on.
It says he recorded over 16 hours of materials. 16 hours in 3 years.
16, like 1/6.
1/6, yeah.
In 3 years, it seems like a long time to record.
It seems like a lot, but
hours.
I mean, I don't know. There's guy's blind. Cut him some slack. Jesus.
Yeah.
No, I mean, 16 hours. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot for 3 years, but I guess the experience is kind of like he was just trying to. Basically, here it just says, after losing his sight, John Hull knew that if he did not find a way to try to understand his blindness, it would destroy him. In 1983, he began keeping an audio diary. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, because I might have talked about it last time, and I know for a fact I didn't mention a movie, because I didn't even know it was out until I just looked it up right now.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. So yeah, VR, man.
VR is great, man. I just wish that. I mean, come on, man. If you're Mark Zuckerberg or Palmer Luckey, any of these people, and you're going through your Oculus video app and you load any of these web videos, you gotta be like, this is terrible. What do we do right now to make every future video not like this one? Like, you have to have that. You know what I mean? I don't get it. But other than that, VR is great. I mean, like I said, I've talked many times about Lucky's Tale. That's probably the best VR game that I played, and I keep trying to buy new ones. They're just expensive, and
they are. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You're paying a premium. So, like, for the movies example, right? You're paying a premium to watch this movie by yourself in VR, right? So, like, it's not like, hey, let me buy this movie for $15 because I want the physical the physical copy of it. I watch it with whoever is in the room with me. I give them the like, somebody else comes over a week later. They want to watch it. They can take the DVD and watch it themselves. It's not. Yeah. It's not like that. Like, you yourself are paying a premium because you want to watch it in VR. Then fucking make it the best goddamn quality you can make.
Exactly. Right.
Right. Like, don't.
It's like, and also everyone who probably or if you have VR, especially like a Rift, you have a nice computer.
Yeah.
Like I have the hard drive space to, and I'm not Juan, no offense Juan, but I'm not Juan. I have the hard drive space where I could download a 30, 40 gig
10
video.
megabytes.
Yeah, exactly. I have the hard drive space where I can download a gigantic file. I mean, if they're worried about management rights, I guess worry about like lock it down. Who cares? But I mean, at the end of the day, like I have the ability to store a gigantic file. Let me store it and let me watch this amazing quality file that I mean I can get. So I don't know. Some roads have to be made into that whole situation there.
Yeah, no, I get it, man.
Yeah.
But anyways, man, we've been rambling, so let's go ahead and leave it at that, guys.
I just want to mention one thing.
Oh, go.
I just want to mention because we already talked about it. Mafia 2. I finished Jimmy's Vendetta. And I'm happy I'm done with it. That's all I want to say. Yeah.
I'm not even going to put it in the show notes.
That's why you don't have to. I just want to mention it in case, because we've been talking about it.
Yeah.
I finished it.
So you finished all the DLC for the game?
No, just Jimmy's Vendetta. There's Joe's Adventure also.
Okay. So
Jimmy's Vendetta is the one that I didn't like, all that type of stuff. That was just like mission after mission type thing. So,
yeah, the grind.
Yeah. But it's done. It's done. I got my 100 gamer score achievement.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got to play the main story. I got sidetracked by so many other things. I also wanted to play... whatever, I'm not even going to bring that up, because I also wanted to play other games, but...
But real quick, now that we're in 2017, I'm pretty sure you lost the gamer score challenge between us.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't got the official numbers yet, but I'm pretty sure...
You're not going to find official numbers, and let's just leave it at that.
Well, I mean, I can go on Xbox and get them somehow, but... I'm pretty sure though you're not even close.
Like, close. Like I mean, okay, if you really want to pull some numbers, feel free, but not even remotely close. I mean, I told you all I've been playing is early access. Yeah. This has been the year for early access for me. Like almost everything I've played has been early. I mean, they're just given to me, so I'm just gonna be like, all right, I'll check it out. Cool. Right. And then I just fall in love. Look at fucking Hello Neighbors. I just fucking love. Like,
oh yeah, there was an update. I need to.
There was an update. Like we gotta check that out. Like, they said, but that's what I'm saying. Bigger.
Yeah.
There's 2 floors to the house. There's a fucking roller coaster. There's too much.
Yeah.
There's a new intro video. Like. Party Hard came out with a mobile version. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Lit. I didn't know that.
There's so many different... Punch Hard. Tiny Build is killing it. Let's just say that.
Tiny Build, they do kill it.
This year is... Or fucking... I mean, last year was crazy, but this year it has big things coming.
Yeah. Tiny Build is pretty lit, bro.
They're hustling, dude. Definitely one of my favorite companies. Yeah, definitely shout outs to Alex. That dude...
He's a cool guy, too, man. Yeah.
He's so chill, and he's so happy to talk to you. Like, every time you see him, just nicest guy.
Right. I mean, dude, we're at PAX East 2-3 years ago, whatever it was, and we're in the Tiny Build booth, which was pretty big at the time.
It was massive.
And he was telling us a story about how they're at PAX South, right? It was
PAX
like Dallas or whatever.
Australia. No. It was PAX,
it was like in
San Antonio.
PAX South.
South.
And how they like didn't have anything for the booth, and like went to Target and they're like, we bought just some like orange carpets or whatever, and just like last minute he gave us like this 20-minute thing on how they put all the booths together, and it was like, oh, it was a cool thing, you know.
Like there was no need for that story, but the fact that he was willing to share it, I'm like, dude, he's such a nice guy, man.
Right, and he's Mr. like in charge of everything. You know what I mean? He's taking the time out of his like crazy PAX day, middle of the day, to like tell us a story. And then he walked us around the entire booth. It was like, guys, this is what we have coming out here. Try this one out. How do you like it? You know, he walked us like 4 or 5 different games. Eventually, he did get super busy and had to go, but still, he was.
It's the fact that he took the time that he really didn't need to take that time.
Exactly.
Like we were given a certain amount of time to talk to him, and he went above and beyond that time to show us, basically show us a good time for his company. But still, cool. Like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, dude, crazy.
Yep.
Crazy. Anyways, we've well, I'll just leave it at that.
That's it. I got nothing else.
All right, guys, if you enjoyed what you listened to, don't forget to share, subscribe, rate, whatever the hell it is that you guys do. You can find us everywhere. I always forget, but I always forget what to say. We talk too many games, and I just ate.
What would you eat?
I don't want to talk about it. It's bad food. Bad food. I don't want to get in trouble.
I don't know how you're gonna get in trouble for eating.
No. It was fast food. Anyways, let's. We'll catch you guys next week. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at TrueOz. That is at JSpin. And enjoy your. Well, you're going on vacation, so or have. Whatever. I hate. Okay, so
we'll see you guys later.
If you made it this far, you deserve to know we're pre-recording this.
I guess if you want to know,
if you've made it this far into the show, just know that
Chris Brown stole our logo.
Yeah, he stole our shit, bastard.
And this thing did too. Actually, I'm looking at it, or not completely, but it's similar.
There's just too many. But yeah, we're pre-recording this, so if you haven't caught on, it's the holiday season, man. And you're going, it's CES too, like that's about to go down. So there's a lot of things, or has gone down by the time this comes out.
Right.
So there's just too much going on that we just kind of had to pre-plan a lot of this. But anyways, once more, if you want to hit us up, Twitter, @TrueOz, @JSpin, and until next week, play to drool. Peace.